I started my undergrad at Hampton University in 2002. So a lot of the experience I have is practical experience. I worked on Wall Street and Madison Avenue in the advertising industry and as a creative, and then on Wall Street as a financial analyst. But things changed. So I went back to school, went to Johns Hopkins and got my master's degree in organizational development and strategic human resources, and went on to get my PhD at Catholic University in biblical studies. So during my journey, because I had opportunity to reflect after I went to school, I published a book, and the title of the book is Everything's Always Perfect. And I talk about in my book how you really have to take ownership of your journey. And John did a really great job at doing that. And not just your successes, but your failures and your successes and everything in between. And that really what makes it perfect is that you learn, that it's a continual learning as you go along your journey. And by publishing the book, I was able to kind of rise up and reach back and really get into the community and start supporting the community. We provide housing, arts, and educational services to low-income areas in Washington, D.C. I work a lot with Secretary Carson in his creative reading program, where we do creative reading spaces in low housing communities. So we worked together in that initiative, and it was just it's a wonderful honor to work with him. And so that's kind of how we got to where we're at. We provide a lot of services in the community. We also we provide housing services, and that intellectual capital that we gain, we also convert those into for-profit services in the I'll call it the popular or mainstream arena. We do a lot of things in the mainstream for-profit arena, which is very important to know as well, especially when you're in DC, and it gets very political. So it's important to understand where the nation's leaders are coming from, whether it's a Joe Biden or whether it's a Donald Trump. It's really important to be able to sit at the table and have a conversation, no matter what sector that you're working in. So that's what we try to do. For the culture of our organization, for our employees, we try to empower them to reach their goals. The 360 degrees, not only at work, but at home as well. And that's something that we're very proud of. So that's kind of where we're at. And that's how we got here.